Hello, and welcome to Rule of Thirds, a conversation about art, design, and culture, with your hosts,
Burns,
Mike,
and Jude.
If this is your first time listening, welcome to the family. Be sure to follow us on our Instagram at Rule of Thirds Pod. Don't be shy to say hi. Alright, now to the episode. Is exposure a valid form of payment for you? In today's episode, the guys break this topic down and others regarding money, setting your rates, knowing your value and self-worth, working with difficult clients, and much more.
Where did I say we're going to start? We're talking about something a second ago.
We were talking about design competitions where people are like, oh my god, yeah, design my album artwork, yeah, competition, yeah. Best one wins.
I mean, I was going to say, how do you guys feel about that? But I'm pretty sure we probably share that same feeling.
I mean, by the mockery in my voice, I guess you could tell. I personally feel like, why? But it depends, because sometimes, like, even the Tinashe did it like last year.
Yeah.
And I threw it into a group chat. I was like, guys, yeah, maybe you should like all hop onto this, because like a couple designers in the group. and everyone's like, why? But for me, I was thinking, I just want to do it for bants, just for fun, like part of my spare time.
Yeah.
But then when you really think about it, you're exploiting me.
Yeah.
Trying to get me to work for free. And imagine you're not even going to pick my design.
Most likely.
All those hours I put in.
Yeah, don't value your time. I will never enter. You know what? Else. I hear it. Yeah, obviously some man do it because there's one. They want an opportunity. But when you know your value, when you know your worth, you know your time equals money.
No way.
So Charlie, you're not seeing me do no exposure challenge. I want a free design. Allow it.
But the thing here is that I get why artists do it, because it helps, like, not only artists but just in people in general. Because I know a lot of design it's almost like the whole sneaker app situation where you put your bid in and you're waiting to win, but you're not gonna win. Like it's like almost like a scam, because they probably have an in-house designer who's already designed the artwork months ago. You know what I'm saying?
That's not
so
nice.
No, I'm just saying they probably have an in-house designer, designed the artwork, designed the whole campaign, finished it off, and they're like, oh, lucky winner will get to be the person I choose to create my artwork. No, you're not gonna do anything.
That reminds me of what do you call it? Pop Smoke, when rest in peace, when Virgil had to. Oh my gosh, that was
a very, very sad time.
The internet situation. Said, what the hell?
Wait, did they use anyone's art? Like, did they actually use anyone's art?
It might have been similar to Ryder Rips. I
think he was, yeah, but he's established designer.
Yeah. Wait, do you think Virgil got paid for that?
Of course.
You know what? I feel like in those circles, money. What's money?
Yeah.
What's
money's still money.
A couple thousand here. We're all
I doubt they paid that guy 1,000.
Just dash you that.
I think Pop Smoke, I swear he wanted him to design it. Like, that was his wish.
I don't even know. I can't even lie. Now I think about it, like, you know what? I love Virgil, so I can't even, like,
So if someone like Pop Smoke came up to you and was like, I'm not even going to do the voice because I can't. But
I was going to say, let's use someone else. Someone who's,
Use another example, please.
Someone local.
Let's say Kanye West came. No, Kanye West came to you.
Okay,
yeah. Because I think he's probably like what we would consider most people like, the pinnacle.
Wait, is this post faith conversion or like before?
Current Kanye West.
Yeah.
Current Kanye West.
Wait. Does it make a difference?
You know what I'm saying? It really doesn't, like nothing has changed that much. He's really the same person, just amplified. But yes, current Kanye West comes up to you and he says like, yo man, I love your stuff.
Yo man.
Nah, sorry, that was bad. But yeah, he's like, yeah, I love your stuff. Design my next artwork. He can't pay you. He can't pay you.
Why can't he pay me? You have a ranch.
Hear this. He had a connection. Like, you're going to be a part of something bigger than yourself.
Will tell you to
no, Jude, stop. Is the he can't pay you, Why
He
can't
pay you.
he pay me?
Because you're big, you're part of something bigger. This is a God's dream. You know, this is everything.
This sounds
You know?
like manipulation.
I mean,
Manipulation.
yeah, you can look at it that way, but I think it's art, isn't it? But would you do
I
it?
said this is no.
Like, okay, let's take this. Let's just take this into consideration. Yeah,
Okay.
he has over like almost 2 million, if not more, on Twitter. He has probably the same amount of pull in the industries that you probably want to get into in the future. He's
not gonna
into
lie.
fashion. He says he's going to give you one pair of free Yeezy tracksuits, just
What's
one.
that?
And
Give me
it's-
the wardrobe.
Nah, hear me out, yeah. And it's not even your size. It's smaller than your size. Yeah, but that's his offer. He can't give you any money, nothing, not even one kobo. You one rusty penny is not gonna see your pocket. Yeah, you're only gonna see one tracksuit, smaller than you. It's not even your size, but you get to design his artwork for his next possibly #1 album. What are you doing?
The question is though. Have I asked him for the budget? Have I asked him? Look, this is
Fam,
what
he's
I
told
wish
you
I wanna
already.
charge you.
You didn't even get to the point of saying what's your budget. He's told you the
No,
budget
no,
is
no, no.
zero, fam. The budget
There's
is
There's no
one
money.
easy
We have a
tracksuit.
connection. We have a vibe.
Yeah.
It's all for the music. It's all for the art. You know.
We're both thinkers, you know.
But this album that he's making, that I'm making the artwork for, he's going
Yep.
to be making millions from it. Why am I not seeing the penny as well?
Well, tomorrow's never. It's never promised,
Well,
you know. Tomorrow's not promised. It could flop. You know.
This is
You
called
never know.
manipulation.
So what? You're not doing it.
No.
What do you do?
So listen, I'm joking. I'm defo joking. I won't even lie to you, man. If Kanye said to me, "Yo,
Kanye
Yeah.
West.
wait, I'm doing it, man," I can't lie.
For Don that to embrace me. It's not just Kanye anymore.
Yeah.
There's a network there that you're
That's
like.
this is my point. So this is what I was gonna ask. Yeah,
a bit
that
mad.
is it worth you taking on a job for free? And I know people hate to hear that, but for free, based on the possible, and this is not even guaranteed, but possible network that might warrant you.
Ooh. Yeah, that's the thing.
Well,
This is a moral dilemma.
It's okay. I'm gonna be honest. If it was
Mm-hmm.
Kanye West, especially like post like
no, we don't want that
Conversion.
one. We don't want that. We want that one.
oh.
What's wrong with him now?
All right. Okay, never mind. So, but I think even having that deeper connection personally as well, because
Yeah.
it's like okay, it's a faith album. I'm a believer. So on that level, it probably like there's another connection. Because with me, sometimes it's emotional. So
Yeah.
if we're connecting in that, and I see the vision, then and it's Kanye West on top.
Mm.
I'm probably gonna say yes. But it's not for everybody. It's not someone slides into my DMs. Oh yeah, like
Everyone's gonna start sliding in like, yo, you know,
no,
I really
no,
resonated with the episode.
No,
You were saying
That's nice.
something
I'm so
about
grateful for. I'm so
connecting.
grateful that you did.
Did I tell you I'm a
so
PK?
grateful for you that
Did I
you
tell
did.
you I'm a PK?
As harsh as this sounds, you're not Kanye West.
Ah, Jay.
Or I don't have the relationship like that with.
No, I
you.
can't lie to you, man. Now that I think about it, I need to have a conversation. I will never do something for free without having a conversation about it, because I actually need to know your financial situation. For me, I'm a very reasonable person. I'll negotiate with you. I understand where you're coming from, but sir, you're on the Forbes list.
I'm screaming.
You need to
In
give
scam,
me
it's a scam.
In fact, someone that was giving testimony about, oh my God bless me. I paid my taxes and now I'm a billionaire. You have money for me.
You have money for me.
Yeah, but
This
like,
is the
what
thing
if
about
his
me.
Stocks
money
and
is tied up? You know what I'm saying? It's tied up in places
In
that
what?
he can't.
We can have a contract
Release
where you
it.
pay me in stock.
Release it.
Okay.
Liquidate that, man.
Okay, so fair enough. That's Kanye West. We all because he's quite a very visible character. What if it was someone else? What if it was someone who, like Mike was saying, has similar like interests, maybe faith wise, or might be? I think most of us might fall into this bracket of like he might be black or white or Asian or whatever your race is, so you can connect to that, or you might connect in terms of same ideas, same beliefs, whatever. But they have, let's say, 100 followers. Yeah. Whoa.
No, the only reason I'm laughing is because I feel like I know a lot of designers who've probably seen like a request like that and have defo just swiped to left. Like this.
So wait,
It sounds so horrible.
what do you do? Because the thing is, obviously, you can't like assume the person isn't well connected. Because I think all of us we've had this conversation where there's some people who are very
true.
prominent in the industry who have
Barely
because
any
they just post
followers.
their dog and their beer. You might think they're not popping, but they actually are connected.
On your
You'd be
feed is football
surprised.
pitch.
You know what I'm saying?
It's not real.
So
Not real.
so we end up saying, oh, this person doesn't have this number. We're not gonna even entertain it.
Yeah.
They're like, yo, I love your stuff. You're like, yep, swipe. But then, like, do we say that okay because this person has 100 followers, we're not gonna do it, or are we saying that like we're gonna inquire into it, ask the questions,
Of
and
course,
be like,
we're gonna
are you
have to.
serious?
We're gonna have to talk.
Nah, bro. Like the current situation, I'm still asking you for the budget, man. Look, I am not working for free. Like gone are the years, the days when I do that. I do obviously I do free work for certain people and organizations.
Yeah.
But that's because I want to. I will never be forced to do something for free if I don't want to do it for free. It does not even make sense.
Yeah. I mean, no one can force you, technically speaking. You know,
Yeah.
no one can be like,
Yeah, I
hey,
feel like
you have to
it
do
really
this.
Depends on for me.
Unless manipulating you.
Yeah, and that situation you gave before sounds like manipulation still.
Yikes.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it's a straight. No.
No. Okay.
It's a straight. It's a straight no. What would you do, Jude? That you're asking all the questions, please.
What
What would I
you
do?
do, bro?
What in what situation? What the Kanye one or the 100 followers one?
Both situations, both.
I mean, me personally, I like talking to people. You know what I'm saying? So if you message me, I most likely won't air you. I'd probably say hi. So obviously, if you came and you were like, you know what I'm saying, I'll tell you that shit. You know what I'm saying? I just think.
Why are you saying it like that, please?
Okay. On a real though, if you, I think for me, if I'm not connected to the project or I don't care about the project, you won't get 100% from me, and therefore I wouldn't even bother even trying to stretch the conversation and make a thing where it's like, okay, what's your budget? It's like if I don't care, I wouldn't even. I just like, no, I'm sorry, bro, or I'm sorry, sis.
That's
I'm
fair.
sorry, non-binary human being.
What's the cheapest or the lowest budget you've ever done before? Like, what was the lowest price you've done a project?
I mean,
Why would you
Burns,
Can we
we
disclose
spoke
why
Why
about
would
free.
you ask such a
Burns,
reckless question?
How you disclose this?
Why would
Burns,
you ask such a
we
reckless
just spoke
question?
about free. Is free not the ultimate cost?
No.
He said he
Monetary-
wants to know if it was pennies, if
Yeah,
it was
no, the
£5,
monetary
if it
thing.
was £10. That's what he wants to know.
What's the lowest if you man want to
Jude,
disclose?
we'll start
'Cause
off
I-
with you.
You're trying to trap me here. I can't lie, yeah. At uni, I designed a logo for £25, yeah.
Yeah.
And I can't lie. I've I can't lie.
How many hours did you use to make that?
Stop it.
So this is where it gets techie, because the thing is, and I can't disclose who, but I can tell you this. This was the most difficult human being I have worked with.
I don't know why is that a thing? It's like the people that you'll give discount. God.
And here I was being nice. I remember like the person came over, we did a whole mood board, we talked through it, and I was excited because I felt like, okay, this is a project that I actually believe in. When I tell you, I've not even ever revised for my exams at school as much as I've revised a logo in my life. Michael, I revised and revised and revised and revised. When I tell you, it got to a point that I thought we're done. She posted the logo that I thought was complete, saying, oh, this is it. This is like, yay, done. And then 2 days later, she messaged me. She was like, I want to change the logo.
You're mad.
Oh my
Sorry,
gosh.
you're not mad if you listen to this, but stuff like that, like really, I was gonna say pisses me off. It really grinds my gears because
Bro.
it's like the indecisive. Oh my gosh, it's just flashbacks.
How did you lot deal with that? And even like, what would be your advice to somebody that they don't know what they want to do? Because I feel like a lot of people will come to you saying, "Look, I want this idea." You'll do it, and I don't like it.
Don't message
Like,
me.
what?
Just don't message me. No, I'm being dead serious. Like, if you're not sure about what you want, because the thing is, this one thing I realize is that a lot of people will come to you and use you as a creative consultant for free. Like, are you mad?
I'm triggered.
Like, is it me that you come to use for free?
Yeah.
It's my name, Bob, because you're treating me like a Bob. Because fam, they'll come to you, they'll be like, yo, I'm not really sure about my idea. I'll be like, oh, really? Okay, fair enough. And they'll be like,
your Pinterest board, your consultant.
can we have a conversation about my work? I'm like, look, if you wanted to come and ask for creative consultancy, then come and ask for that. But don't come in disguise and like disguise the whole situation as you want. Like, some people message me and be like, they want an artwork, but they'll email me and it'll be, I'm doing a project. Hold on a minute. Hold on a second. That's not what we agreed to. You said artwork, but now you're like, yo, so this project, yeah, I was wondering if you could do photography. Like, whoa. Hold on a second. We never spoke about this. You know?
Yeah.
So I think people just take too many liberties, and it's like, don't waste another person's time. Because most of these people are the most impatient human beings on planet Earth. They'll ask you for artwork yesterday.
Is it done?
What do you mean is it done? You haven't even told me the idea. Is it done? What do you mean is it done?
I need it for 9 p.m.
Oh, did I tell you we're launching tomorrow? Huh? Like, madam.
No, but
Sir.
where does that come from though? Like, there has to be like a mentality from, because no one's gone to school and learned, give projects in like really late. Like, where does that come from? What is the psychology behind that? I really need to understand.
Some people don't know, like, some people think it's an easy thing to do.
Yes.
Right? So it's like,
yes.
making an album or
Just
making
chuck it
this
on
thing.
there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you just
Make
slap
it
on a
pop.
bit of
Make it
text.
pop.
Just add a bit
Make
of
it pop.
shine, you know?
Yeah.
Razzle dazzle.
Razzle
All that hard to do.
dazzle.
And I think
Do
because
your thing. What is
look,
my thing? Do your thing. What do you mean?
make it pop.
Oh my
Make
god.
it pop.
I want it to look adventurous. I want it to look
Because they
It's
think
like-
it looks easy to do. That's why they think it's simple. That's why they think you can just somersault and have it ready for 5 minutes time, 10 minutes time. Something
Oh
that's
my
supposed
God.
to take you a couple hours, a couple
What's-
weeks. They expect it tomorrow.
what's
But
like
the thing
a-
is, they're
the
not willing
worst
to pay.
scenario
They're not
you've
willing
ever
to
had?
pay for this.
Yikes.
What do you mean?
So the thing is, a lot of people who tend to want things very fast, like, okay, I want it tomorrow, or I want it today, or can I get this done? If you hit them with the, okay, cool, since you wanted this fast, I'm going to charge you. Because this is the thing, one rule I tell most designers here. If you don't want to do work because you feel like it might not be quote unquote worth your time, most times, especially if you need money, don't say no. Just charge them something that you know they might not be able to afford. And see if they actually need it that badly. If they do, then obviously it's worth your time, because someone's going to be paying you so much money that you're going. If someone was going to charge you for something that you usually charge,
elastic demand.
you know what I'm saying? So you have to balance it out, the scale. So if someone asks you for something, you're not willing to do it right now because you feel like the person is not going to pay you that much. Charge them almost triple, four times whatever, because it's going to be about time now. It goes away from design. Like, design wise, you can do it. Of course, you're a designer, great. But now it's about, like, you know, calculating the amount of hours and time you're going to be spending, the amount of stress that's going to come along with the project that you're picking
What else?
on.
What else could I be doing in my evening? I'm basically taking away my evening to endure labor.
You know,
hard labor.
I could be watching cartoons. But yeah, here.
Guys, your night shift. You know, I swear sometimes you get paid more to do a night shift.
Yep, exactly.
Oh, you do.
And overtime. So
Overtime
that's-
as well.
That's being factored.
I won't even lie
That's a
though.
factor.
Like, even though I'm not really a huge supporter of Fiverr, if you need something for tomorrow or 2 days, go to Fiverr. Don't come to us. We're not because I think you need to understand the difference between.
I need that on a t-shirt.
Need it tomorrow? Go to Fiverr.
Go to Fiverr
No,
to us.
oh, legit. And I don't know why I'm even plugging Fiverr, yeah. But like, I think the difference between us and other designers and Fiverr is that we are really, like, we're bespoke. Like, we give a particular style, aesthetic. We actually care about your work. We're more like personable, if that makes sense. A Fiverr guy won't be able to connect. How can I put? If you know what I'm trying to say. In what sense?
Because the thing is, yeah, like let's be real, Fiverr's a machine that is just a middleman for designers to get work.
Yeah.
But it's human beings behind that.
No, I get what you're saying.
You could
but
even
I mean,
sign
like,
up for Fiverr if that makes sense.
The work rate.
think
So Fiverr, for example, you can get
Yeah.
that next day. If you really want to.
For some people, yeah, no, you're right.
Next
You're
day.
right.
And
You're
what I'm
right.
trying to say is that I feel like by like the difference between us and Fiverr is more of a thing of like we have not saying that you guys don't have the years of experience, but we care more about a particular project, if that makes sense.
It's probably a lot more personal. Like,
Yeah,
it's not as like automated.
I get what you're saying, Jude, but I
Because
think
I can't lie, I'd rather be the Fiverr person. Because one thing about the Fiverr is they can get away. Like, they're not gonna have the phone calls, someone stressing them out. They're not
This
gonna
is
get
the
emails. So, like, yes, they could go to Fiverr, but I feel sad for the person who's gonna deal with that person at Fiverr as well. Like, people just need to be better human beings in general. Just be nicer. Like, there's no problem working along with someone. And I feel like a lot of people, when they hire someone, they have this kind of this one thing I realized. A lot of people who hire designers aren't sure about what they want, and they end up projecting their fears about whatever they're producing, be it a podcast, be it a business, be it what's the name, a wig company. They project their fears onto the designer, and what happens is that you inherit the fear and try to like salvage a design that, first of all, there was nothing there. There's no substance to whatever their idea is in the first place.
any
very good point.
products that you give to them, any deliverable
They're not gonna be happy. More likely,
because already they've got these things.
So one thing I've realized is that anytime I'm working with these kind of people, or when I used to work with these kind of people, that you have to literally and a lot of psychology comes into play, because you have to psych them up and make them excited. You have to persuade them to like the design, and that's very, very difficult for a lot of designers, because a lot of designers come into design just to design. They don't come in to deal with customers. They don't know.
Business comes in along.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel like a lot of people forget that there is like a massive part of design that is business. You need to know how to talk to people, how to lead them along. You don't have to tell them this is the greatest, but you need to lead them to understand that this is why this will work the best. And have that confidence. A lot of people don't have that confidence, and that's when you get taken for idiot, because you'll be there and you'll be doing 20 revisions with final PSD,
God forbid.
and then you'll be scratching your head wondering, hold on. And the funny thing is, they'll end up going to idea 2 out of the 300 ideas that you made and say that's the one they like at the end.
Bro,
That's the one that hurts the
and time
most.
again,
After you've
bro.
done all the 1,000 revisions, they tell you, actually, I like idea 1. Huh? What?
Do you know what?
What is the meaning?
Sometimes it really it takes a mental toll when these things happen to you.
Oh yeah,
I was thinking like, wow, wow.
you've been through it.
Flashbacks.
Yeah,
We thank God.
honestly.
what's like the worst scenario you've been through in terms of like payments and money and being a designer? Like, what would you say are like some of like your
Look, Michael,
Remember
Michael's
seeing
ready
that
to
to
go.
forget.
Michael's ready to go. He's like,
Burns, because you're asking all the questions, why don't
Answer.
you kick us off
Yep,
for this?
yep.
set?
oh man.
try to divert the thing.
Yeah.
He's got a
Alright, let
few.
me
He doesn't
run
want to
this
bait
one
them out even.
Yeah, don't worry. I'm not a man that likes to, So there was this this guy. You have to pick your words carefully.
Take your time. Take
So
your
you
time.
don't want to do, alright, cool. So there's this particular person that is verified and stuff, a lot of it's similar to the example we spoke about before. And essentially offered me an opportunity to get some exposure for my work.
Sorry, he did what? He offered you what?
Exposure Chronicles.
Wait, exposure. Like, what do you mean? When you say exposure, what do you mean? Like,
A lot of people will see my work and it'll get me new. It'll get me opportunity.
oh my
god. Like it was like class A like manipulation. And the ironic thing, the person's a really good like salesperson.
Well, there you
It's
go.
always them.
They twanged me, fam. They twanged me. So I did the work and that. And I never heard back from them again.
Oh man,
Yeah. So
did you get tagged at least? You didn't get
I
tagged.
I didn't get tagged.
Did you? What?
I'm gonna be laughing. That's not funny.
It's not funny, but it is.
You know what's so bad as well
But
is
it
the,
is.
it's the whole exposure thing, fam.
It's a myth. It's a okay. For like 90%.
And someone's
of
probably
cases,
going through this now, you know.
Oh, definitely. For
Even if this
90%
is
of
now,
cases,
get out of the trap.
it is abusive. Stop
It's abusive.
it. Stop
Yeah.
the abuse. Get out of it while you still can. Like
Yeah, man.
for 90% of the time, this exposure thing, I thought, okay, I've worked with certain people, something's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Where? Where?
Yeah.
My DMs were still dry.
Oh yeah.
The only DMs I were getting were from the responses from my stories.
And that wasn't even about the art. It was probably about
you know?
doing
Exactly.
something normal.
You know? So it's okay, oh my god, yeah, I've got this many followers, like blah blah blah, I'll tag you and everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
If anything, most
Is it-
times
okay.
like when you work with these people, it's like okay, people just see like the standard of your work.
Yes.
Yeah.
If anything, that should be like the exposure, but that should come along with being paid as well.
Yes,
It has to come along
exactly
with
that.
being paid.
Exactly that, Michael. You're right. Like you can get the same exposure and get paid. You
Yeah.
know, it might hurt their pockets, but like your work is worth that. So why are they trying to just offer you, you know, just exposure, which you would have gotten anyway if they paid you?
Exactly.
For me,
You know?
I think the question is it just like a smart? Okay, it's two sides of the coin. Are they either just very immoral or are they just very business minded?
I think it's I kind of feel like it might be a business thing. I think
Definitely business.
definitely
Definitely
because
business.
I think working in like spaces where they may work with influencers or they are maybe influencers themselves, or really well known. Like people like getting stuff for free. People like a good deal. People don't want to spend too much money. And if we're being very, very real, quite a lot of these influential people, where the money at? You know, it's one thing to have clout online, but does that necessarily mean that you're balling?
Yeah. Yeah.
No. So
Speak on it.
because of that, you know, some people are trying to cut costs where they can.
Yeah.
And that falls down to, you know, maybe the creators that they work with or so let's collab.
Yeah.
But it seems like it's a very
Let's build.
one-sided collaboration at times.
Thank you for supporting us by listening. Be sure to share your thoughts with us using the hashtag RuleOfThirdsPod. Enjoy the rest of the conversation. You know the thing here, you get what you negotiate more time. You know, if you go into like
Yeah,
a
you
deal with
have to be a
someone,
good negotiator.
and I think a lot of people don't are afraid to negotiate because they're afraid naturally that you're going to lose a job. There's been so many times I've sold myself short because I was scared I might lose like a job. So I'll be like, oh, I don't want to charge too much.
Yeah.
But then you calculate and you're like, hold on, but I have to. But it's like, but if I charge too much and they say, oh, that's out of our budget, we're going to go somewhere else, then you become yourself like, okay, maybe I am too expensive. I probably should bring my prices low. So it's a very tricky, like, a lot of creators end up in that space where it's like you don't know if like when too much is too much, because for example if you're working with a client who has the money to spare, your prices are gonna go up naturally, and sometimes vice versa, because you're used to working with so many local person to person clients, and maybe this person is running a mom and pop shop, they don't have a lot of money or the budget is really low, your prices are always very, very low, but then suddenly someone will come in and like I remember I can't say the person's name, but there's a designer who went into a job, and because their fees were so low, they said they didn't want to work with the person.
Oh,
Like
wow.
they were like, your fees are too low, so if your fees are that low, then we can't work with you.
That's integrity. That's integrity, though.
see what I'm
man.
saying?
It goes back to that knowing your worth. Because if you know your worth, you know that you wouldn't ever go below that.
No,
So
but hear this
whether-
though, Burns. This
go on.
the person who went for the job, the company is telling the designer that your prices are too low. We can't work with
Oh,
you.
wait. Oh, sorry. I thought you were saying that the designer said that their prices were too...
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Oh,
You see what I'm
like
saying?
this person, like,
Yeah.
I think that's the thing as well. Like, price comes with, like, people will take you seriously because, like we said, there's the people that we will let's say they're negotiating or they're like, no, we want to pay you like £20 for this, and then you take the job. But these are the people sometimes that have the most revisions, the most ideas, the most opinions. But then sometimes when you're working with people who are serious about it and have the money to show forth, in my experience anyway, those are the people that have really been like, okay, anytime, let's say we have a meeting, they're ready, or like they're really taking it in, or we're really working together.
Why is that though? That does, like, for me, it doesn't even make sense.
I guess they see the value,
and they know what they want. More time.
Yeah.
Like a man saw that post I saw the other day. Like, someone would pay you like £500, and that's even quite a lot in a lot of people. Like, I guess in our age group and stuff. Let's use the example. Someone will pay £50. And they're really asking you questions like, oh, I'm not sure if I like this. Someone else will send you like 10k and they'll be like, yeah, money sent. Excited to see what you're gonna do.
Yep.
And it's like, why does that happen? It's crazy.
But then again, like within our community, because like when we all start out, we do the cheap jobs. Like I've done £20 this.
You have to sometimes. I can't lie.
£5 this.
You had to get up the ladder and to learn.
To start. And you're working with people like within your network as well. And I think because the people in our communities that say they may not even fully understand the value of design. We ourselves I know I didn't fully understand the value of design. I was like, oh my God, like charging £5, £10. Oh, I don't want to step on your toes. But then I deeped it as you're working on something for hours. I'm doing the math. So you're telling me I'm getting paid like 50p or 83p an hour. Are you mad?
That's child labor right there.
I might as well. It's worse than child. It's not good. It's not a good, hourly rate. Does not make sense. So, but then also as you're learning more about industry and how things work, and you have to buy fonts sometimes, for example, or certain assets, or like let's say you're an illustrator, brushes, or even your gear. Like Adobe costs money.
Oh God.
Photography equipment costs money. Videography, lights, all of these things cost money. So how am I going to fund this with £20 per logo or £5 per banner or something like it? It doesn't make sense. And then the hours, you're just setting yourself up to fail. And I know I definitely
to put things into perspective as well, like I think for anybody listening right now that you've done this, and it's okay. There's no shame here.
Safe space.
Safe space. But if you have done this, I think just to clarify, like guys, like what would you? Yeah, I think Max already named a few, but like, say you said to somebody, hey, can you make me a logo? Yeah, just a typeface or font, whatever. Can you just make me a little logo? Just font. £50. What would you guys say to that and why?
They're silent.
I was waiting for the audience to respond, didn't it?
So you guys respond in silence.
Wait, I thought you said the audience. Well, I thought Burns threw it to the audience. I was like, all right, cool. Let's hear the audience then. Wait, so
but this is a rhetorical question. I said,
yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking. That it was rhetorical. It wasn't necessarily to us, but it's one of those kind of situations where it's like
not rhetorical.
No, like no, it's not.
I want to educate because I feel like people don't really understand. That silence was actually definitely, my goodness. But I think just to educate people, because I feel like people generally just don't know.
Yeah.
What it takes to do this kind of stuff.
Yeah, and I think that's the importance of, I guess, like learning about the space that we're in, the work that we do. Like some industries will have like a standard rate. So standard rate of, I know it's maybe more for like production or like photography. With design, I think sometimes it can be quite broad.
Yeah.
With rates, but normally there's like a standard of, okay, this is how much people are earning. Or sometimes it's seeing how much maybe a junior designer is getting paid and maybe doing the maths to find out some form of hourly.
That helps a lot, actually. You're right.
That way, yeah.
I was gonna say as well, I think a lot of people don't realize that if you take on a project, because that's how I see it, like you're taking on projects, you're not just taking on like some quick job. It's never a quick job. It's always a project that you're involving yourself in. So I always see, like I work on weekly basis. So it's like, okay, cool. This week, what project am I handling? How much am I getting in? and how much am I spending, and then calculate and see how much roughly I'm getting a week, kind of thing. So if in 4 weeks, which is a month, you're doing 4 projects and you're getting £20, £20, £20, £20, like, come on, that's £80. That's less than someone's day pay.
What are you eating?
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just ridiculous. So you need to kind of, and I think this is why I think I might have said in like an
Into me
episode or
diet
two
and that.
before. But it's like, I think all designers, all photographers, all music, like, see yourself as an artist and have, like, it sounds harsh, but have a bit of integrity, man. Come on. Like, what's wrong with you? Like, don't just cheapen yourself because of the job. Like, at the end of the day, you always pull your own clientele. The people who can pay that money will pay that money, but you have to be able to justify it with your work. And a lot of people will charge or be afraid to charge so much. Like, don't be afraid to ask your friends or your designer friends, or reach out to people and be like, look, have a look at my work. What do you think? Right now, I'm charging this much and this much. Do you feel like I could push it up? Is that too much? Like, does it make sense? Like, don't be afraid to confer. Like, I have friends who will send me, like, and I know this sounds a bit bad, but like, other people's invoices just to see roughly how other people are getting paid in different areas. It might not even have to do with design. It might have to do something completely different. But just to understand the market that I'm playing in, so that you can be more equipped. Because you get into spaces, like I was saying before, where people will bring a massive budget and you might be intimidated because you're not understanding that more time the job is some simple job that you are capable of because you've put so much work so many years into, but you're intimidated by a budget, or you're put off by a budget because it's so low and you can't negotiate and be like, look, put another 400, 500, a grand on there, and then we can work this out. You know, don't be afraid to overcharge. And if someone says it's too much, fine, you can bring it down. You know what I'm saying? Give yourself some room to breathe. Don't be always tight with it and be like, okay, 2 hours is what, £10. I'm going to charge him £10. What? That's just your time. Like, you need to also think about the skill you're putting in, the amount, like, even in that day, that particular day, you might want, like Burns was saying, you might want to spend it, you know, chilling. And someone asks you for a job and they want it today. Consider all those little factors and slap it on there. Life's VAT, innit? Slap it. Just move on.
Yeah. Yeah. I think even moving on to that, like my friends asked me this question the other day. Basically, they were asking, so previously they did a project for somebody and they had like let's just give like a figure to it. So maybe they charged them £300 for the whole shoot, for example, yeah. But they realized that actually, nah, this is too low. So they've now put it up to £600. What's the best way to like address that client? Because obviously they're used to paying a certain fee every single time they work with you, but now you can't. It's not really feasible. How do you go about that?
Go, Michael.
Hello, dear Sir, Madam. I have increased my prices. If you're happy to continue and go forth, great, let's get into it. If not, I will happily refer you to somebody else.
Amen.
There we go.
Yours sincerely.
You're sincerely.
Insert's name.
The
That's
thing
all.
is,
Like,
though, we used to be so blunt like that, you know.
you need to learn how to, like, I've had to learn it as well, because sometimes, like, oh my god, maybe that email's a bit but like, you just have to learn to be straight and direct. It's not even, it just, this is the situation. Like, you have to put your business hats on sometimes and be like, cool,
Oh yeah.
blah 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 blah, this situation, are you happy to go forward, yes or no? If not, alternative. Because imagine if you had like that scenario 10 times. You can't afford to be like, oh my god, like, you just have to be like, hello, this is the situation, let me know your thoughts, and just, if you need to, copy and paste. Bam 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 bam.
Yeah, make them templates, fam.
You really need
like,
to.
yo, money
really
done
need
gone
to.
up. Pay now
And them
or no
templates.
job. Peace out. That's the email. Just rock it out. That's how you're gonna do it. Say less.
Obviously a bit nicer, but yeah, like, that's because, you know, it happens. You know, I was gonna say our favorite brands, things increase in price.
Yeah.
Your favorite products might.
Netflix just went up
food
by a
might.
pound.
This is the situation.
That kind of hurts still. But yeah. I hear you. That makes sense.
Nothing. It's nothing personal as well. I think that's one important thing to remember. It's like, it's not a personal attack on them. It's something that you have to do for yourself. Of course, it's not going to make everybody comfortable and stuff, but
Michael, you've touched on a nerve. So what are we saying about mates rates? Since
It
about
is what it
because the
is.
thing is, we have this whole.
Oh,
Because the thing is, like you're saying about like it. Sometimes you need to put a business hat on. You can't. It's nothing personal. It's like how do we like put those things aside and be like, look, I know you're my mate, but this is business. I can't be cheapening myself just because of da. At what point can we be like, okay, cool, that's cool. I can bring it down a bit. Go birds. A man's side, you know.
You know what is, yeah? I feel like money tends to break a lot of relationships.
Yeah.
A lot. But I feel like it's like a case by case situation, really. I think if you just generally want to help somebody, you don't really care. I don't want to say anything wrong again from like the previous episode. But what's the terminology?
Wait, which one? Well, Bahama.
No, it's not it's not Bahama. Bauhaus. No, 1 second. Let me do my Googles.
no, it's a safe space, Burns. Yeah,
No, it's not safe space.
We'll figure it out as you go along, innit? Just
my term got used as a title. It's not safe space. Oh yeah. So, if the work is like pro bono work,
okay,
right.
yeah, I didn't want to say like pro bono or like
Or probiotic. It's
pro bono. If it's like that, then I'll do, like I don't even like. For me, sometimes it's not even about the money. I just want to help someone out. But if it's generally like a thing of like, nah, like, bruh, you're giving me a lot of work. We can negotiate a little something, a little discount, but don't expect it from me though. I mean, you have to respect. You have to respect what I do, because I think it's important to really pay what people are worth, and I think that's the best way of supporting people. Ultimately, I feel like you. Like assuming that they're gonna give you a cheaper rate is almost like reducing their value.
Yeah,
and I just don't think it's worth it. Like, it just doesn't make sense.
like, do you really value them?
Yeah, I feel like you're not really trying to honor them or really trying to like lift them up in their businesses.
yeah. Wait, hold on. Me, I think about it like this. Yeah, when I was doing the design course or when I was doing the hours on like studying these like courses and little bits and how to use this and how to use that, they weren't there.
Thanks.
What did they participate to this process of me getting here? So why should I give you a mate's rate? Like, I don't understand. Unless maybe you were part of the process of maybe, okay, you did this and you helped me this, and I kind of like feel like, okay, you know what? Like I can trust you to be someone who put me in a position if you had the opportunity. If it's not that, then it's like, why am I stressing myself to give you a mate's rate? You know. That's what I'm saying, designers don't have friends. Just be alone and it helps. No, I'm kidding.
Well,
Please.
that's the thing. We need to learn how to like exist in these relationships and and spaces like where we can actually just be like, this is it. Like, like learn how to decline certain things and accept certain things and like not take anything personal and move on with life. Because especially like I feel like in today's world where there's going to be a bigger need for people within the creative industry to work on this or help out with that, there are going to be a lot more people coming to us like, do you reckon you could design this thing for me? Or sometimes, you know, like even with friends, like when they may ask for advice on stuff, but then it's almost like there can be that thin line of, do I offer this person advice or do I just do it for free because it's going to be long, or I don't really know how to like have that conversation, especially if that other person's kind of like trying to push at it kind of like on the sly. But it's just learning to be like, yeah, I'm not going to do it, or like, I'm not going to be available, but I can give you some tips and pointers here.
Yeah, which is
I
very
feel like
hard.
We need to learn that in order for us to again be better designers and better business people. It's hard.
That's not easy, man.
Fam.
It's not easy at all. Like I had a situation this week where I was like towing that line of like, I just agreed to help them so I can just get it out and done.
Because they won't stop.
Or do I just
They won't stop.
stand my ground and just be like,
yeah, oh man.
I've got a couple of red people that are like red flags for me at the moment where like
guess you could
I
block.
feel like they're really trying to abuse my Man gifted, and it's actually really scary.
It's mad, you know.
Hey,
Like you know that meme on I think it was Bishop Dag or something. It was like, don't answer one,
or is that how you're feeling?
don't answer two.
Was it be airing people?
That's how I'm feeling right now, bro.
Bruh.
I want to say airing. I'm just reserving the conversation till later.
I'm so happy you said this. I really thought I was alone. I'm not gonna lie, I do this too.
It's no, but the thing is, you have to protect your mental.
You really do.
You have to. You have to. I cannot suffer.
Yep.
I cannot suffer for no reason like this.
And I was gonna say, yeah, like, just I feel like people might be scared. Even sometimes myself, I'm just scared to be like, I can't get this to you, especially when it's like work, when we're doing work and it's like you're not necessarily getting paid from it, but you're doing it because you actually believe in the cause or you believe in the idea or believe in the project. So you're like, you know what, I'll just help out. It's nice to be, you know, especially if it's community, we're all starting out, everyone's trying to go up. It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's always nice to kind of do, it's not every day money. It's great to have money.
No, not at all.
Sometimes, like, sometimes I've caught myself doing work that I won't get paid for. And I prefer that work much more to work that I pay for. There's a lot of work that I got paid for that I will never see, ever see the internet. You will never see my name attached to it, ever. Because some of it, and there's the thing, obviously, because you always have to understand that the customer might have a lot of power in saying the yes and no. And if you're not,
it's actually true.
And if you're not like, if you're not able to persuade them into seeing stuff that quote unquote would be good design. Painful, very painful.
Especially when it makes sense and they're like, change the font and you're like, but the font's gonna throw off the whole.
You see what I'm saying? So it's
Yeah,
like,
then,
if it's
again,
then it's peak.
You have to come with your own expertise though, because when they say things like that,
No, but like,
not
like
telling me to
sometimes
change the font.
I'm not gonna lie.
Burns.
Sometimes, because
Some of them
I've been
will
in that
never
situation where I'm working, but it's like brand level, and they're like, well, this is our guidelines, and we would like to use this one instead.
This is probably like right at the end of the project, and you're like, yeah, let's switch the whole thing up.
If it's brand guidelines, then fair enough. But if you're starting from a clean palette and you're talking about fonts, you might as well make it yourself, mate.
And that's where it gets tricky. And that's where it gets tricky. But like to the point, like if you are working and the work, you know, sometimes I think it's very difficult to just be like, look, I know that we are, you're not paying me for this. And I did say I'm going to get it to you at this day and that day or this day, but I need to take some time because I have been working on things that pay me, and some of them have taken like the front seat right now. And I think sometimes you just have to be confident and assured in yourself to be like, it's better to let them know rather than say, oh yeah, I'm doing it. And in your back of your head, obviously something that's going to be paying you and have deadlines tend to be the things that are priority in your brain, because they're two things, the deadline and the money. The other thing is just the deadline, you know. So it's like just being confident, being like, look, person, this has come up. I need to get this done, but I got you. I'm gonna get it done, but I just need a bit of time. You know, I feel like a lot of designers, when they pick up, and a lot of designers pick up work that they know they can't handle. You pick it up and then they'll be like, oh, I can do it. And then, you know, at the end of the week, they're stressed out because they have like 12 different projects. Only one of them is paying. And the one that's paying is probably the one with the least revisions, and they're stressed out running around, you know. So it's just about like being like, yeah, just be considerate to yourself, like be kind to yourself, and just be like, look, I'm gonna take on projects I can handle. That's why I work on a weekly basis, just because like this week I want to complete this and that and that and that. When I complete that, I can move to the next week and pick up new projects if I have the space, but never like overdo it and be like, oh yeah, this is a long month, innit? So I'm gonna just pick up 12. And then you get to the end of the month and it's only 2 are completed because the 2 need 1,001 revisions. You know, just take it easy on yourself. Like, a lot of people get caught up in the money thing and then be like, if I pick up all 12, then I can work this month, and I know this month I've already calculated the money, I've bought this, I've bought that, I've bought this, and you're like, okay, I've got £7,800 for this month, 12 projects. The end of the month comes, none of them have responded to your invoices. The rest have revisions that you haven't finished. You're stressed.
That was a bit too close to home for me because this is real. This was me.
No, but I get it though. God. I get, and I think ultimately what it is that we all need to go through what we went through to be where we are today.
Yeah. It would have been nice not to go through
what we're charging today. Yeah, would have been nice, of course. But like what we're charging today,
Yeah.
would not be what we're charging in 2 years or 4 years from now or 5 years from now.
Thank you, Father.
True.
You get me? You get me? So it's like, I feel like we all just need this experience. But like, if you're just starting out design, for example, or any creative sort of endeavor,
Oh, it's with all of them because don't get me started about photography. Don't even say send me the raws.
I think people need to stop doing that. Send me
See,
the raws,
that's
send me the
called scam.
PSDs, send me the original files. Like, why do you need a PSD for? You pay for the design, you didn't pay for the
Send me
process.
the PSDs.
People ask for the PSDs.
Do you even pay for Adobe to have the PSDs?
People ask for the PSDs. And you know what? Yeah, I'm telling you this. Any designer out there listening, if someone asks you for the PSDs, you have the right to say no. If they say they still want it, charge them for it. And guess what? Compress all the layers into two.
Yeah.
Background and foreground. And send it to them.
You're funny. Flatten the image.
I said merge that.
Hey, merge that.
We barely talked about contracts as well, actually. Because that's something
yes.
that you'd even put in a contract to be like,
Yeah,
I
run
don't
that
give
contract,
X,
man.
Y, and Z.
Yeah.
Run
This
that
is what I
contracts.
can include. If I was to include this,
Then
if you
you'll be an
want to
extra
include it,
charge.
this is how much it would cost per image. Therefore,
Speaking of contracts and invoices, a lot of people don't know how to chase up on invoices. I feel like you just need to be very, very. It's such an unfortunate situation, because like having worked, I mean, probably Burns has probably the most knowledge about this because he's worked in finance, so he knows when people are coming and asking for
Yeah.
but like the short time that I've worked and just like being the middle person between the people asking for the money and the people paying the money, I can tell that just people get too like, what's the word? Aggravated by the process. And I understand because it's very archaic. It's old school, disgusting most of the time. And if you're not working from a person to person, you're most likely not going to get your money till maybe the next 14 or 30 days or sometimes even longer. You know, people just need to work very efficiently. Like me, now what I do is when I work, before I finish the work, I've already made my invoice. I've already, because this one thing, like a lot of people will be like, he hasn't sent the invoice, she hasn't sent the invoice in. I can't get you paid if you haven't sent the invoice in. So the same
I
day
feel like,
that you start the job, make the invoice.
yeah, you have to make conditions as well. So for example, like one thing I've always done, well, I've implemented anyway. I feel like the contract invoicing things for me didn't come until, which is weird, like late last year. No, early last year, sorry. I think because you're so used to like working with like a network, but then when you actually start working with like actual like companies and actual, you need to be very cutthroat with your process. And what I always do is like, you have to pay the non-refundable deposit before I start any work.
Oh yeah.
If I don't see that money, I'm not starting no work. If you don't send me the money, I won't send you any final work as well at the end. So you have to make sure there's conditions in place to ensure that you're protected as well. Because what people try and do, they try and finesse you. Oh, could you just send? Nope, and they'll disappear and they're gone. People have been robbed.
I can't lie, someone did that to me. I till this day.
Wait, someone did that to you?
Yeah, someone did that to me. Yeah. I was to this day.
Wait, what happened?
And you know what? Yeah, I can't lie. I was burning because I was such a rookie mistake as well. This is the thing. This one thing I had to learn, and it was just like I think a year and a half ago. So
wow.
I was clued up. I should have known better. But a friend recommended the person to me.
Oh no.
So I was thinking like this is good people. Cause me, one time I wouldn't even do it. Like when I tell you the thing that the person wanted was ugly. It was just like design wise horrible.
oh my gosh.
You know, it was like what do you want me to do with this? This person wanted me to. They drew something that looked like some kind of boots butterfly merge, and they wanted me to. Yeah, I don't think that was the intention, but that's probably how it looks. But they wanted me to basically illustrate it, and I was like, that's calm. You know, the person offered £25, the classic number. Who doesn't love to hear that? Oh my god, it's raining money. Look at me, I'm a millionaire. I'm making it, mama. Anyway, the person sends the thingy, like they send the little sketch that they made. I'm like, okay, cool. This is not too difficult. So I do it. I send it to them. I message them. I'm like, what do you think? No response. They read the message though. You can see it says seen. So I'm like, what's going on here? I message again. I was like, hello, have you seen it? Knowing obviously that they've seen it. No response. Now tell me why this person is posting pictures on the story.
Oh my gosh. Oh my.
Until this day,
No way.
I haven't heard from them. And the worst thing is, when someone does that, but they still like your pictures. I'm just like, wait, hold on a minute. But can't, like, what? You owe me money. You owe me money. Yeah, it's just such a rookie thing to do.
Around that.
Like, not getting that deposit in and sorting that stuff out. Because, boy, never again. Never, ever again.
It's hard sometimes because I feel like there's situations where you can actually, you could come for people and it would be understandable. Like, how people would be like on the TL, you haven't paid me my money. Like, what? Oh my God, like, pay me my money.
Like what? You're a Nando's, you haven't paid my money.
Right? Woo! Woo!
I can't lie, I always wanted to do that.
Run that.
Like, yo.
You're eating good, you're buying new shoe, you're celebrating and jubilating, cocktail, champagne, popping, everything. I'm here eating bread.
Like,
I'm here eating bread at home.
That's a wild one still. What are you actually doing though? In that scenario where you're just on Instagram and you see that person that owes you money and they're chilling in the shard.
Oh
or
my
something.
God. Well, buy a lobster. I dare they.
Meanwhile, you're eating Dixie.
Bro.
Hey!
Mulala.
Shout out to Mullah, with that Prosper tune.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I don't know what I'll do, fam. I can't lie. I think
It's a group chat thing, innit?
my pride won't let me embarrass them. Yeah.
You're getting in the group chat.
No, you definitely are. Like, you're getting blackboarded in my circle for sure. But like, it's long because I don't know how. Yeah, it's long. It's actually long. But yeah, that person. I think when you learn those kind of lessons, you just learn to avoid that person and people who come or approach you in that way. Instantly, like, okay, cool, that's another one. I think I know I've learned that a lot. Like, I see someone be like, the way you approach me reminds me of this person who approached me. I know where this is going.
Yes, you pick up patterns.
Yep.
Yeah.
They all have the same like approach.
Yeah. Most definitely. It's not unique.
They always hit you with the what's your fees straight away before you ask them what the budget is. Those guys.
I don't even have the brief.
The brief.
It could be a logo. It could be an album. It could
They just hit you with like, what are your rates?
movie
My rates on what?
What's your price list? What's your price list?
For what? What am I a chicken company? What?
No.
I'm a restaurant. Man comes to me like, yo, can I have the jerk chicken, please? Like, what? Are you mad, fam? That's how it works.
Now I want to do mix and match.
You know what I'm saying?
And also, I feel like another thing as well. I feel like there's this myth of like you have like a fixed rate for every logo.
No.
Like someone will come to you.
What are your rates?
And they'll be like, yeah, what are your rates?
What are your rates?
But how much for a logo though? How much for a logo?
Yeah. Like, what do you want?
I don't know what you want me to make you.
Fam.
I don't know.
Imagine
Ridiculous.
you give them a set rate. They say, oh yeah, so I would like something that, okay, I'd like my main logo, then I'd want like the word mark, and then I'd want the small one that can be
you
an
animate
avatar,
it?
something that's really, excuse me, that's
Animate
not a
you
logo,
out of my
that's
DMs and my emails. What do you mean? Just ridiculous.
It's wild. It's wild.
even DMs as well, like
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
the
please
email in
don't
my bio.
DM. It's not
Email in the
business-like.
bio.
email in the bio. Then you can even tap on email on Instagram and it will compose a fresh new email for you on your phone.
Fresh.
They don't like that.
Still DM. What's your email?
They want to
That's
catch
even if
designers
they're nice.
out though. More time they want to catch designers out. They'll be like, yo bro, what's your rate? Straight away. Like, hello to you too, sir.
You know?
Such a lovely day we have today. Like, at least start with that.
Bro, I could have been having the maddest days and you're just
Fam,
asking me about what's my
like,
rates.
yo bro, love your work. What's your
Even-
rates?
That's it.
What?
Or sometimes just, yo, what? there was someone that was like verified who like messaged me and I just saw, yo.
Space. And then they write the real message underneath so that you can open
Oh,
it.
this one didn't have any, just,
Oh, see.
yo.
Where do you
I
go
looked
from
at
here?
it. It looked at me. I looked at it and then I deleted the message.
Oh my god.
said, what's
Respect
that?
yourselves, my people. Respect
that?
yourselves. It would be lovely to hear your scenarios and also your thoughts as well.
Yeah.
Send us an email at contact@ruleofthirdspod.com. We're interested and funny to hear some of your stories, and maybe we can share that in the next episode.
We'll keep it anonymous.
So yeah, that's us. Any other thoughts, Mandem?
Be about your paper, but be kind.
Thanks, guys, for tuning in to today's episode of Rule of Thirds. Feel free to share your thoughts with us using the hashtag RuleOfThirdspod. And for more from us, follow us on Instagram @RuleOfThirdspod, or our personal accounts for myself, Burns JNR,
Mike @_man like Mike,
and Jude @Kente Kwame.
Catch you guys in the next one.